Fox 61's Local Business Salute, sponsored by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Ann Wilson, Client Services Manager for Companions and Homemakers, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about how home is possible. In light of the pandemic, more and more people are wanting to be able to remain at home, but need to do so safely in an environment where they have the support they need to be able to carry out their activities of daily living with as much independence as possible. We provide support from things like meal preparation and planning, to running errands, to assisting with light housekeeping and laundry, as well as personal hygiene care, mobility support, memory care support, anything somebody might need on a non-medical basis to retain their independence but be able to stay at home safely and with dignity. Also, if you're looking to be a caregiver, we would love to have you join our team. So whether you're looking for services in your home or a caregiver with our company, please reach out to us at 800-348-4663 and let us show you how home is possible.
Okay, if you want to submit your own business to the Local Business Salute, upload your submission at fox61.com/CTBiz with a Z salute.